Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you. Today is, well, the eve of Christmas Eve, December 23rd, and well, might as well pull this up and make sure I am blocking the timer. For all of you guys who wondered what that timer was, timer blocker, and how does it look so cool, it's actually just a transparent borderless window written in C#, written by me. Those of you guys who've been watching me for quite a while know about that. Otherwise, you have no idea what I'm talking about unless you're a programmer. First of all, I wanted to say that this is not a game between Fly. This is actually ZDR. I'm not exactly sure who ZDR is, but this set of replays did come highly recommended, as ZDR, playing under the name Fly99, is spawning as the purple orc player on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, on the top right, we have Infi playing under the name here on the top right as the red human player. And yes, I wanted to first of all apologize to all of you guys out there. I've kind of just been going through the motions in terms of casting, not really putting a lot of my best energy to it. And those of you guys who like to critique me were spot on. I was just kind of mailing it in. I wasn't really putting forth the effort, and I apologize for that. Here I am trying to be a little bit more coherent, be a little bit more observant, pay more attention to the minimap, and keep track of everything. Then again, I'm sure, as some of you guys know, being a father of two during the holidays is rather tiring, but then again, well, I can go then again back and forth all day long. Let's just go ahead and get into the game. As the 2-minute mark is nearly approaching, we should be seeing an Archmage versus a Blade Master momentarily. This is Echo Isle, which I do give a little bit of a tip to. For the human player, does have the ability to set up this expansion down over here relatively quickly. Also, the Blade Master, is this one peon going to make its way out? I don't believe so. And that peon going to get taken out very, very easily. You can see that the peon is just back over there now. And the Archmage could just try to go after this peon. It is down to 42 hit points. 2 shots from that Archmage should do it. One more shot, there it goes. And the Archmage does get a little bit of extra experience, now picks up the item and is now making his way down over to I don't know where. There is a footman following in close pursuit. Militia now going to go ahead and finish this all up as well, as we are looking at a third footman now being trained. The second footman off over here, as Infi is still doing a little bit of scouting. Now, what Infi needs to do is he needs to see when exactly this Voodoo Lounge is going to be placed down. You can see that there is an Orc Burrow right in position, and yes, those are some nasty, nasty spears being chucked at him. This is from the iFeng Cup. All I recognize is the die, and that is it, as the Archmage now going after this Murloc creep camp. This is very important here, as it does drop that +2 tome, or that tome of experience. A very, very useful item, as we see militia creeping happening down over here with one footman as well. That is going to help give extra experience to that Archmage, as the Archmage picks up what I believe to be a tome of intelligence. That is rather high intelligence on an Archmage. Yes, 25 to 31 damage. That does seem a little bit higher than what a level 2 Archmage would normally have. If I was a professional caster, which I am not, I would actually remember every single stat on every single hero. But now we see ZDR in a little bit of trouble. They are taking down that Ogre Magi, picking up a Scroll of the Beast, selling that for a quick 200 gold, picking up that 200 gold very quickly, and then using that healing salve. Now, I know he was going for perhaps a different item. Scroll of the Beast, not the best. He was perhaps looking for that Potion of Invulnerability, Potion of Healing, or Potion of Mana. I believe those are the items that are dropped alongside Scroll of the Beast. Consumable items, very, very useful, especially on a trigger-happy Blade Master who does tend to take a lot of damage. All right, there's the kill steal there. The Blade Master gets some experience. The Archmage now backing away. Does have a Staff of Teleportation and will just teleport all the way back home and now join up with the rest of his army. He may try to drop a Water Elemental here, and this is some brilliant play by Infi. Infi is placing down pressure while at the same time coming back home and now setting up an expansion. He could set up an expansion. No, he is not going to do that. He's now just walking all of those peons or peasants back home, as the Archmage is already sitting at level 3, has a hero level advantage over the Blade Master, but not for very long. But the Blade Master is taking a bit of damage here. Could take a lot more damage once more. This could be very dangerous for that Blade Master, but nothing a healing salve will not fix, as we're now looking at the Archmage coming in with the Beastmaster. The timing on this attack, 5-minute mark. This is the caliber of a very, very high professional player here, getting the Beastmaster already in position here, and now we are going to try and take down these Orc burrows. All right, we should get, yes, we are getting that Troll Shadow Priest already trained back up. The peons are already coming in the position. The Blade Master comes in, and there is a Windwalk strike on top of a critical strike there. Huge, huge damage, as the Blade Master may need to get hit. He is healing up a bit too much, now going after a Troll Berserker instead. I don't know. I would always at least attack the Blade Master so that the healing has stopped. He finally gets the healing stopped, but not before another about 100 hit points or so are recovered on that Blade Master. Then again, that healing salve could have been used again very, very easily. We are now looking at the Beastmaster Archmage now trying to engage here. You can see the double Quill Beast with those water elementals. A very strong army, even though there's rather low commitment in terms of supply. The Blade Master and the Beastmaster now battling it out again. And oh, this Grunt could get taken down. Yes, it does, as the Beastmaster finally gets on the board with some amount of experience. As soon as this Troll Shadow Hunter comes out, though, this is going to be an absolute nightmare. As you can see, a quick Hex already coming over. Scroll of Town Portal being used. The Beastmaster running away, and it looks like, yes, he will survive, as Infi transitions all the way back home, now using up a healing salve. Excuse me, not a healing salve, a clarity potion. We should be seeing a clarity potion onto the Beastmaster as well. And we are already going into dual sanctums for those sorceress and those priests. Back down over here at the 3 o'clock position, I expect Infi to really place pressure here and try and clear out that creep camp. You can see that the Beastmaster is also healing up a little bit as well. We should also see a water elemental drop, but you got to be careful about the Renegade Wizard and the fact that he will most likely try and purge this water elemental here. All right, there is the purge onto the Beastmaster. The Beastmaster finally loses its healing salve there, as the water elemental is tanking all of that damage. Blade Master, I'm not sure if he picked up or sold any additional items, but that Blade Master is pretty naked at this point. Only 1 of 6 items found, and on him, only 31 to 53 damage, as we're looking at the water elementals clearing up the rest of this creep camp. Troll Shadow Hunter already sitting at level 1, almost level 2. I guess it's always sitting at level 1. My apologies there. As you can see, the Quill Beast now taking a bit of damage there. Blade Master now gets away without a problem, as we now also see the Murlocs coming in. Beastmaster, Archmage, level 3, level 2 respectively, as the Blade Master doesn't steal the item. I don't think so. I don't think the item was stolen, but the Blade Master is revealed because of that hawk. Double Priest all the way are going to keep this army up and alive for quite some time. This Blade Master wants to get some damage onto the Troll Shadow Priest here, but because of the Hawk, it is very, very difficult to do any serious harassment, knowing that the Blade Master is nearby. All right, there goes that Murloc Tidehunter there, all of a sudden swapping aggro as it sees 2 sorcerers that did not have poison. Wanted to go ahead and switch targets there, as the Blade Master now going after the poor casters. However, the Blade Master walking very slowly, and he is just having a very, very difficult time trying to get away. Meanwhile, the Troll Shadow Hunter sitting at level 2, going to be getting to level 3 here, as we do see a Claws of Attack +6. Blade Master now running off to the north. Are we going to see perhaps the Archmage and the Beastmaster be able to put some pressure down onto this Blade Master here, as we are already looking at the Claws of Attack +6, which has not been picked up by the Shadow Hunter yet. Finally being picked up there, as we see the Militia being called over. All right, this is the prime time for the Militia to come in and now set up some towers. You can see that the peasants are all there, and oh, damage already coming in. There's an ensnare onto a peasant. 2 very low hit point peasants taken out extremely quickly, but we already have 3 guard towers in play. Arcane Sentry has not been researched. that is a bit of a surprise, especially when you're going up against a Blade Master. Oh, the Orc Burrow is within spiking range of these guard towers, and I believe those peons are just waiting to go inside right there with that piercing damage. Should be able to take down these guard towers extremely easily. However, slow being cast across the board. Kodo Beast trying to eat up a sorceress, slowly digesting her. That is what's for dinner. As you see the Kodo Beast, oh, speed scroll being used at just the right time in order to get away. All the guard towers are now down as the sorceress are just running around. The speed scroll does counteract the sorceress's slow in terms of movement speed, but not in terms of attack speed. So that is the reason why all the units were moving or attacking so slow, even though the Beastmaster is going to fall. Alright, I know that even though Beastmaster was going to fall, had nothing to do with it. It just was relevant at the time. Quill Beast has to be extremely careful. Or is he going to try and get some... Oh, get the Quill Beast shot off. Oh, that is painful. When you don't disrupt healing and then you give another level to your opponent's hero, that is just insult to injury there, as the sorceress is sitting at initiate level along with some priests. That is going to be a good amount of slow, as we are looking to go into adept training and now transition into spellbreakers. The Raiders... With that, the Raiders with their medium armor do take additional damage from those spellbreakers. I'm not quite sure if... I believe it's just a flat damage for siege armor or siege damage against medium armor. I'll have to double check that for you guys, or someone can go ahead and look that up in the middle of my cast, as we're looking at Sorceress, Priest, and Footman now rallying off to the north. Games@ifeng.com, thank you for hosting this particular tournament, and this is so far looking like a very high-paced game. Even though Infi has been in the driver's seat, I wouldn't say that he's very, very far ahead. It would be similar to in football, or at least American football, where possession of the ball is vastly in favor of Infi so far, but the score is still all tied at 7 apiece. No one really taking a big chunk out of the other. Actually, I would say that ZDK or Fly in this particular instance has the advantage, so he might actually be winning 10-7. If I had to continue that American football analogy. Blademaster now making its way over. You can see level 4 Blademaster, level 4 Shadowhunter against a Beastmaster who's sitting at level 2 and an Archmage who's sitting at level 4. In comes the attack though. Blademaster looking to take down that Arcane Vault. Will have no problem doing so. No Arcane Towers nearby at all, as the Archmage now running back off to the north. Here we go. Shadowhunter has joined in on the fight. There goes the Raiders as well. The Raiders do not have pillage, but they are still going to deal tremendous amounts of damage to that Altar of Kings. There it goes, as we now see some feedback damage onto that Blademaster. Blademaster now in a little bit of trouble. There's a disenchant. Are we going to perhaps see another slow invisible hawk now following the rest of the army, as the Blademaster is still trying to get away? The Blademaster turns around. Are we going to perhaps see some slow, as the hawk is still in the air? The grunt taking a lot of damage. There's another disenchant, I thought, but it may not have hit that grunt there. Finally hitting the grunt, as the militia still doing a very strong chase. Shadowhunter now going to get surrounded. Oh, speed scroll slips through the cracks right there. The peasants unaware that they could have had a good surround, as we're now looking at the Blademaster coming in as well. There is the hawk. The Blademaster is currently revealed. There is the attack. A quick disenchant onto there, as we now see that the Blademaster, invis onto the Beastmaster. Both sides so far fighting. Fly 99 ZDK still doing a great, or ZDR doing a great job here, and it looks like with the superior hero level should be able to come out ahead. However, the casters are now starting to focus fire onto some of those Raiders, and those Raiders are normally very, very strong against those casters. But when you have just sheer numbers, brute force does work. All right, a second Raider now going to get caught and out of position there. The Spellbreakers now trying to back off here, as the Blademaster going after some of those casters. You can see that the Blademaster's damage output is really severely limited because of that slow, really making him not that useful of a unit. We need to see some critical strike for him to really take down any of these units so far, as the Spellbreaker will finally get taken down. Beastmaster and Blademaster still going at it, as the Sorceress does fall from the blade of the Blademaster. We are still continuing this fight here. Low hit point Footman now backing it off. We see some very, very calibrated micro, but surprisingly no Spirit Link coming in from ZDR. Without that Spirit Link, those peons are not really doing that much. You want the peons there for Spirit Link just because they can absorb a lot of damage, and it's not a unit that you really care about. The Raiders, the Grunts, the Troll Berserkers, and the Spirit Walkers are the units you are really caring about in this fight, but that is not what we're seeing so far. Very low hit point Grunt getting absolutely pummeled by those, what I'll call little falcon thingies from the Sorceress and the Priest. So far, the fight is starting to go in favor of Infi, as we are now seeing ZDR in full retreat. Fly in, or ZDR now in a little bit of trouble. He needs to be able to get back. Are we going to perhaps see a little bit more damage? There is some, I guess some spell steal, and the spell steal is going to allow for some Spirit Link onto some of his own friendly units, but I haven't seen that yet. All right, the peon trying to back away here. Is it going to go down? Yes, it will. There is the Blade Master now coming in to engage. However, that engagement, it is very, very far pressed. It is going to get the Spellbreaker, but at what cost? 220, 10 damage critical strike still coming through as the Sorceress are still fighting their way back and forth. All right, let's see. The Raiders are now making their way in as well. The Raiders are trying to engage. The Blade Master now coming in as well. It's going to try to go after some of these lower hit point units. Goes straight after that Quill Beast. Level 5 now on both heroes for ZDR. ZDR is just dominating the hero battle. 5-5 versus a 4-3, but the casters are still just slowly attritioning their way through that army. Beastmaster down to 38 hit points. Even though it was invisible, it was still ensnared, and that means it was still visible. Yes, it was invisible because it had the invisible buff, but it was still visible because the net was on him. All right, Infi now in a bit of trouble. What is he going to be doing next? Takes back the Beastmaster straight from that tavern, as you now see that the Blade Master is just running straight on through. That is rather scary for the Blade Master. Blade Master has taken a fair bit of damage. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, Scroll of Healing, and it looks like it will be able to get away, and there is another slow again. It is one of the few units that still has a fast movement speed even after being slowed. Such a fast unit, as it is now looking to back off and regroup with the rest of the army here. Kodo Beast, you can see a Hawk quickly getting ensnared. It will get taken out, and the summons are actually starting to haunt Infi. Infi has given his opponent a lot of experience off of those summons, and that is not something you really want to be doing. Casters, Priests, Spellbreakers, well, all of them are casters, still making their way around, and it looks as though ZDR knows that his opponent does not have an expansion. And he knows that he is right in the thick of things, as this peon is going to get taken down. Archmage still sitting at level 4. Beastmaster sitting at level 3 compared to a 5-5. Blade Master is getting extremely close now to level 6. And I am thinking about what perhaps the Blade Master could be doing. The Shadow Hunter also, if it gets to level 6, would be very, very problematic, as Big Bad Voodoo makes all your units invulnerable except for the Shadow Hunter, and without Stormbolt, you cannot really stop it as a human player. Big Bad Voodoo is very, very important. You can see a Gargantuan Sea Turtle is going to slowly walk back here. It is slowed as well, as the Priest is taking a bit of damage. All right, down to 79, 44 hit points. It goes down without much of a fight. Plus 14 damage, claws of attack plus 2 or 6 plus the circuit of ability for a total of 14, and now getting a total of 19 with the help of the Kodo Beast. All right, the Raiders are looking to charge their way into the space. There's Blizzard, though. What was that? Did the Archmage retech? Yes, the Archmage has retrained in the Blizzard, which I do not believe is the best choice. There are 2 Raiders or 3 Raiders that could easily stop the channeling, but it's going to really come down to that. Are you going to be able to stop the channeling enough? The Blade Master is right there, and it is now slowed once again. The Hawk is keeping tabs on this Beastmaster, the Blade Master, as the Blade Master is now just forced to run all the way back home. Archmage still with plenty of mana. 390 and counting, and there is the Blizzard. The Raiders do come down with the ensnare there, as we are looking at this engagement. So far, both sides are fighting it through the casters, really without a front line, and there is more Blizzard again. So much Blizzard across so many units. And are we going to see another Ensnare? Yes, we are, as the Spellbreakers need to really focus down something. The Spellbreakers could easily take down those Spirit Walkers. There goes another round of Blizzard as the Archmage is now invisible. Alright, this could be big news, as we are going to see another round of Blizzard, and that damage over time is just starting to slowly creep up. And you can see a lot of these units are in the red. Alright, there goes a Spirit Walker, Archmage, Blademaster, Beastmaster, Archmage, knowing that he has plenty of just room to give. Can Blizzard get ensnared and then Blizzard again? So far, Infi is looking very strong here, but the Blademaster, all he needs to do is take down the Archmage, and the Archmage will be gone. And there is, in fact, the GG. The hero level just far too much. I forgot to account that Blademaster with level 3 critical strike, I believe, dealing 210 damage once or twice in that final fight, giving him the victory over that Archmage. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 1. Please stay tuned for Game 2.